from the lakes of northern Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. Wherever fish are biting, that's where we're gonna go. There's a lot of exciting country just waiting to be explored. So join us now in the great outdoor world of Virgil Ward.
Championship Fishing with Virgil Ward is brought to you in part by Johnson Wax. Now, here's Virgil.
Last August, we flew to Dillingham, Alaska, where we met Bob Curtis of Tick Chick Lodge. From there, we flew to the lodge in Bob's plane. Much of Alaska is still wild and rugged country. The quickest and best way to travel is by floatplane. In case of an emergency landing, there are rivers or lakes within sight at almost any given time. The other way is by canoe or boat. There are few roads in that part of the country. Alaska still has an abundance of fish and game. In fact, much of the country is just like it was 1,000 years ago. We hope that it stays that way. Come with us to this unspoiled wilderness right after a look at some of our sponsors' fine products.
The people that come way out here to catch fish will most often hire a guide like me. Right off, I introduce them to a favorite guide of mine, this Johnson Guide Reel. It's the only reel made with the double drag setup that helps you land the biggest fish you can hook without breaking your line. The first drag works when you let go of the handle to tire your fish as he runs. And you adjust for tension here. The second drag is inside, and it's the real secret to the guide's success. It's preset to let some line out even while you're cranking in case that big fish threatens to break your line. Fish tiring drag here, overload protection inside. That's Johnson's double drag. So the next time somebody tells you about the one that got away, you give them this friendly advice. Hire a guide.
Get a Johnson Guide Reel with fish landing double drag at your favorite tackle store.
Most any experienced fisherman will tell you he could catch fish in the desert if he just had the right color lure to coax them out of all that sand. That's why Bass Buster has just opened up this whole new can of worms. Bass Buster Slinky worms in a rainbow of 6 solid and 4 combination colors. These colors, together with the unique Slinky worm motion, make them look downright delicious to any hungry bass. So come open a whole new can of Bass Buster Slinky worms for yourself at your tackle store. Then go catch fish almost anywhere.
Gentlemen, start your motors. Cast off.
We're testing these 12-volt electric fishing motors to see which is the most powerful.
13 pounds, 14, 15, over 18 pounds of thrust. There's the winner, the Minn Kota 65.
While other brands use a common 3-inch motor, only Minn Kota's is a 1/4 inch larger, so it's more efficient. Put a Minn Kota 65 on your boat and add more power to your fishing fun.
Some 100 miles inland from Dillingham, Alaska, lies Tick Chick Lodge, a fisherman's paradise, surrounded by virgin forests, sparkling rivers, and fish-filled lakes. We're headed there with Big Bob Curtis, fisherman, hunter, and one of Alaska's finest bush pollens. Bob tells us about some of the state's attraction as we wing our way toward the lodge.
Rainbow, grayling, chard, olive arden, steelhead, and lake trout are still in plentiful supply. Silver salmon run clear through September.
You do quite a bit of hunting, though, from this camp?
Oh, yes. We hunt the Kodiak brown bear, the black bear, moose, and caribou.
What's the largest Kodiak?
About 11 foot 10 inches, 11 foot 11 inches. That was hide size.
What would he weigh?
Well, he probably weighed about 1,100 pounds, I suppose, maybe a little more.
At the lodge, we stopped just long enough to meet Bob's wife, 1 or 2 of the guests, and some of the folks who worked there. Then headed up a nearby river to try for sockeye salmon. Sockeye salmon are not considered great fighters by the natives. Yet, on regular casting tackle, they gave us all the action we wanted. When they turned sideways in that swift water, the strain on the line sometimes was too much. We average breaking a 14-pound test monofilament line every 30 or 40 minutes. I was still nursing a split lip that I got in an unusual accident. A heavy jig lure snapped out of the mouth of a big sockeye about the time I had the rod bent double and hit me in the lower lip with such force you could hear the impact above the roar of the water. Occasional light rain kept us reaching for our raincoats every few minutes. We kept one big sockeye to have mounted, put on the wall of our den. Oh, there's one. Uh-oh. I got hit once yesterday with a jig. I'm kind of gun shy. I'm gonna start dodging every time I feel a little slack.
Oh, I missed him. Boy, they're thick in here, aren't they?
Never saw anything like it.
I throwed that down there, and he come up and made a pass at it and got it, and then it come out.
You grabbed it again?
And then I throwed it back down in there, and he grabbed it again.
You know, they say these salmon are pure silver, fresh water, and then they start turning red color.
Oh, I bet.
There's one.
Got him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a jumper.
Oh, he's gone too. He's through the hook. Don't point that thing at me if he comes loose. I don't want to get hit with that lure.
This one's got gill net marks on it.
Gill net marks? Yeah. Bob Curtis from Tick Chick Lodge is going to be waiting for us down at the plane pretty soon, so maybe as soon as you land him, we better go.
Okay.
We'll get back in the boat and take out. Get him in if you can. Bring it. Yeah, bring him up. Let's get a look at him. Now, I guess you won't bring him up for a minute.
Oh. Come out of him.
Look at him go. Man, oh man. Talk about battling. I never saw anything like it. We're going to try those silver salmon though after a while.
Yeah.
And they're a lot of fun too, you know.
They jump a lot more.
Yeah, they do. That's female, isn't it? Hadn't got any hump in its back. Yeah, that's one way of getting them.
Bob Curtis said that a salmon, you can grab him by the tail and it kind of paralyzes him. Like you would grab a bass by the lower jaw.
Yeah? Huh. Never thought about that. I sure wouldn't want to grab one by the jaw.
No.
Teeth they've got.
It's female.
Yeah, it doesn't have any hump in its back.
Crap, I'll turn her loose.
Okay. Well, I think maybe we better go, don't you? See this bottom slick, you gotta really watch your step. We were soon in the air with veteran pilot Bob Curtis, flying up and down the rivers looking for silver salmon. When you leave the cities and towns in Alaska, most of the traveling is done by boat or by air. Since we had but a few days to fish, we chose the floatplane route. Bob spotted a school of silver salmon, and we were ready to try our luck.
Bob, how many species of fish do you go after here?
Well, primarily we probably fish mostly for about 10 species, but there are 13 species of fish that we do catch in the process of the season. We have 5 salmon. The first that shows up is the king salmon, which is the largest of all of the Pacific salmon. And the next one that shows up is the sockeye, or the red salmon. And just about at the same time, the chum salmon.
Beach him up if you can.
Beach there now.
Don't hurry him, that's a strong fish. He's right here, right there. Whoa,
Oh,
look at
what up? Before Bob could tell me about the many kinds of fish available, Greg hooks a wild silver salmon. Always ready to help out a guest, Bob moves over to help land this one. When that fish turned and headed back to the middle of the river, taking the shortest route. It was a good one, about a 12-pounder. Back up there and take them in, fellas. Man, oh man, what churn. The guide and Greg had very little trouble landing their fish. Most of the action came when Greg released his. You're talking about he about run you out on the bank. There are few places on this hemisphere with such an abundance of fish. They almost run you right out on the bank. Back with more of our Alaska picture, but first, this time out for our sponsors. I'm Virgil Ward. Fishing is my career, so I look for quality in equipment. My boat is Terry's 5.2. The hull is designed to give a dry, smooth ride even in rough water. It's safe, constructed of the finest material and workmanship. And a Terry looks great even after a season of rough treatment. A Terry meets my test for quality. So take it from me. If the name Terry is on it, that's all you need to know about the boat you buy. See a Terry dealer near you.
With an ordinary credit card, we're going to prove that Edge lets you shave closer than the leading foam. First, listen to an unshaven face. Now we'll shave the left side with foam, the right with Edge. Edge lubricates as it lathers so we can press harder to shave closer than foam. Now listen to the foam side. Then listen to the Edge side. Foam, Edge. Edge lets you shave closer than the leading foam.
Now let me introduce you to one of the deadliest lures you can have in your tackle box, this Johnson Silver Minnow. Deadly because unlike other spoons, it's forged, not just stamped out like a bottle cap. So underwater it flutters from side to side like this to attract fish. What's more, it's weedless, and it can be used with a pork strip for increased effectiveness. Get some Johnson Silver Minnows in a variety of weights and colors at your tackle store. Take it from me, Virgil Ward, they're deadly because they are forged to fish better.
Hey, you can work all day on this heap. It still won't be worth beans.
It'll look terrific in no time. I got Kit.
It's soft.
Yeah, Kit's pretty soft. It slides on easy.
Kit liquefies as it hits the finish. Deep cleans, wipes off easy. There's no easier, faster way to get a long-lasting paste wax shine, unless somebody else does it for you.
Hey, how much did you say you want for this?
J-Wax Kit. No wonder it's #1.
Greg,
there goes one right there.
He followed it in, it's gritty. Bob Curtis over at Tick Chick Lodge, where we're staying, has float service on this river too.
Yeah.
We just had time, that's what we'd do. Boy, wouldn't that be something? Float
It
down
sure
that river.
would.
It's swift, and yet there's no white water. It isn't dangerous. Man could get into all kind of fish that way.
There's one after it right
Grayling?
there.
That's a grayling, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had one chase mine in there. It allowed to be anything. Grayling, char.
He's hit that thing about 4 or 5 times.
Really too big. That jig's too big, really, for a
Yeah,
grayling.
it is. He don't seem to think so, though.
I had a rainbow run up there a while ago and grayling.
There he is.
Yeah. Boy, is that a grayling?
Yeah.
Is it? That's an awful big jig fly for a grayling.
Yes, it is. Same?
That's pretty fair grayling. Don't get your finger on his gill.
Yeah.
Boy, what a sail on his back there. Look at that fin. Ah. Yeah. He tried to run out on the
Tried to
bank.
run out on the bank there. You say you just had a rainbow follow yours up?
Yeah. No, well, not that. We was down the river a little ways.
What you got there?
I can get him out of here. That's a rainbow, isn't it? Or is
It's
it
grayling.
Grayling? Yeah. That's pretty good grayling.
Yes, he is.
What's that slick there? It goes right off in there. He's right out there.
Right out there in the middle?
Yeah. What's that racket?
I don't know.
Boy, that's a nice grayling.
Yes, they are. See all the bear tracks along here?
Oh, the bear tracks are thick along there. I'm just looking back there once in a while to see if there happen to be a bear back there.
Yeah.
Well, they've been eating these, feeding on these salmon. There could be a bear laying along there anywhere.
Well, we've seen, what, 7?
Yeah, we saw, well, I don't know how many, you come over in another plane.
We saw 7.
You saw 7? We saw 3 at one time crossing the creek. Three big brown bear. Well, it's an old bear and 2 cubs. Bear tracks were all around us, and just to be on the safe side, the guide carried a high-powered gun for protection. Could be a grayling, but fairly heavy. Grayling or trout. I don't believe it's a silver.
It's a grayling.
I'll shake him off.
I think it's a rainbow. Not sure.
I'll bet he's coming right towards me. Nah, that's a, I think that's a...
No, it's a... Oh, there the hook come out of his mouth.
Man, he jumped way out there.
Boy, didn't he, though?
That's a silver, isn't it?
I think so.
He must be
He
in
comes this way.
Huh, did you lose him?
No, he's coming my way.
Maybe he'll jump there in a minute. Yeah, that's a small...
Oh, it's a rainbow.
Rainbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got trout. Get him over there. I missed one. I think they keep those and eat them camp, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let him go back, Kent. Whatever you want to
Well,
do.
I'm going to have to keep him, I believe.
You got him hooked deep?
Yeah, it's hooked him off his gills.
Okay. And I thought when they first jumped there was a silver. That other one you caught might have been a rainbow trout. You know it?
Could have been.
The one you hooked, I mean, got away.
Yeah, we'll keep this indeed.
Greg, after 3 days of fishing here in Alaska, it's tough to have to go home, you know it?
Boy, it sure is.
Boy, back there, you really gotta struggle to get a fish. Up here, usually it's about every cast. Depends on what kind you're after. Those reds especially, boy, they were in there so thick you couldn't miss. Well, I kind of like to work for them a little, but once in a while it's nice to get out where you don't have to work too hard for them.
Yeah, it sure is. It's beautiful country up here, too.
Yeah. If you didn't catch a fish, it'd be worthwhile just to come up and look and see. It sure would. I'd like to float this river. One of these times, maybe next year, we'll get to float it. Have time. Ah, it's a big rainbow. Up there's a silver. Look at him go. I think it is. I'm looking into the sun. I'm not sure. Cutting up like a rainbow. Boy,
he's a fighter, isn't he?
He's taking out line. I'll have to get that. Get my. Well, that son of a gun. He's a strong one. Thought I had my drag set, but I don't know. Coming around toward you, Greg.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him down there.
Silver salmon, I think. Yeah. No, that's rainbow trout. Thought I had a silver rainbow. Boy, what a rainbow, about a 5-pound rainbow. Get him up here. No, that's a silver, that's a coho, that's a silver. Beautiful silver. There you go. Well, looks like it's about time to go home. I'll make one more cast as we go along. There we go. That one last cast. Hey, I got a big one that time. Those silvers are in here. Man, you talk about fighting. They really put up a battle. Oh, I got a good one there if I can get him in. Silver. I had a nice one there a while ago. Just as shiny and silver. Yeah. This one got all wrapped up in it a while ago before I could get him up here. Oh, he's wrapped clear around him about 14 times. Good night. I'll have to break it, get it off of him. The lure's clear out of his mouth. And so we say goodbye to this pleasant land, America's last frontier, and hope fervently that it will be left as it is, that our children and our children's children will be able to enjoy it as we have. It isn't unusual to find rainbow trout right in with the silver salmon. In fact, you never know what you're going to catch when you cast a lure into the waters of Alaska. Back with some lure demonstrations, but first this word.
Any successful fisherman knows the value of pork bait. Adding a piece of Uncle Josh pork rind to a lure is like ringing the dinner bell to a hungry fish. Whether it's pork frogs, pork eel, or pork strips, no one makes them better than the Uncle Josh Bait Company. And they can be used over and over again with the same amazing results. And for you trout fishermen, Uncle Josh salmon eggs are the best. Several jars in your tackle box will almost guarantee a full stringer. Uncle Josh salmon eggs are available in many sizes, colors, and scents. Uncle Josh, manufacturers of quality baits for more than 50 years.
Most any experienced fisherman will tell you he could catch fish in the desert if he just had the right color lure to coax them out of all that sand. That's why Bass Buster has just opened up this whole new can of worms. Bass Buster Slinky worms in a rainbow of 6 solid and 4 combination colors. These colors, together with the unique Slinky worm motion, make them look downright delicious to any hungry bass. So come open a whole new can of Bass Buster Slinky worms for yourself at your tackle store. Then go catch fish almost anywhere.
Well, I know I would. How about you? Would you like to improve your fishing skills? Then join Virgil Ward's Championship Fishing Club, a family club dedicated to all game fish. As a member, you'll receive a colorful patch and decal and a subscription to Championship Fishing Magazine. This full-color publication is loaded with tips on how to improve your fishing and chock full of articles by top anglers from across the nation. By joining now, you'll receive a copy of Virgil Ward's Fishing Guide. This 128-page book is the result of a lifetime of learning how to catch fish and is expressed in easy-to-understand language which will help you to become a much better fisherman. Send $10 for a one-year membership or $25 for 3 years to Championship Fishing Club, Box 119, Amsterdam, Missouri 64723. Send in now, receive your free fishing guide and membership. That's $10 for 1 year, $25 for 3 years to Championship Fishing Club, Box 119, Amsterdam, Missouri 64723.
One of the most successful lures that we used to take those silver salmon from the waters of Alaska was the red and white marabou jig. Once in a while, we'd come up with a fine rainbow trout, too. We'd make our cast and bring it back with a slow, steady retrieve, something like this. Once in a while, we'd vary our retrieve and give it a little twitch like this with the rod tip, and that would add a little action enough that they would grab it. Occasionally, we'd cast across the stream and let the lure drift around, and as it drifted around, it'd sort of bounce on the bottom. And when it hesitated just a little bit like it's hanging up, we'd set the hook. Another lure that we used was a heavy chrome spoon to take those reds or sockeye salmon, and as we moved it up and down like this, it would sort of shoot sideways and attract those fish. If that didn't do it, we'd make a cast and then bring it back at a slow, steady retrieve, something like this. Our trip to Alaska was lots of fun. We've never before experienced such fishing. We fished the jungle rivers of Yucatan, Bass Lakes in Florida, and Canada's Great Slave Lake for trout. But never have we seen rivers jammed with fish such as we saw when fishing for salmon in Alaska. Thanks for watching. Next week, we try for largemouth bass in Toledo Bend Reservoir. Until then, so long and good luck with your fishing.
Championship Fishing with Virgil Ward has been brought to you in part by Johnson Wax, Bass Buster Lures, Johnson Reels, Minn Kota Trolling Motors, and Johnson Silver Minnow. This is a weekly outdoor color presentation being directed to the entire family for their viewing pleasure. Products, transportation, and lodging are provided for promotional consideration. This is Bill Williams inviting you to join us again next week for another exciting outdoor adventure in the world of Virgil Ward.
From the lakes of northern Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, wherever fish are biting, that's where we're gonna go. There's a lot of exciting country just waiting to be explored. So join us soon in the great outdoor world of Virgil Ward.